Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all? $20 or more, you can choose your own deck. My readings are by donation. There is no specific amount. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. There's no specific amount, but the more you donate, the more info you shall receive. I accept PayPal, Chime, or shit, what else? Apple Cash. Hey Kendra, how are you? Okay, I got you, Kendra. Remember, the more questions you have, the more detail that you need to make sure your donation is matching that amount, okay? For those who send $20 or more, you do get to choose your own deck, okay? So Kendra, you can choose your deck and you can ask your question. Y'all just send money and y'all don't even be knowing. ah, my subscribers are so funny. Take your time with it though, you know. Take your time with your question and whatever deck you want. Your wish is my command. Needs okay. What does Kendra need to know right now? Kendra Hunter. What's your sign? When did you? When's the last time you got a reading from me? Did I read for you recently? Okay, so when you say what you need to know, are you talking about your person? Okay, damn. A few weeks ago. Maybe if you tell me the person's name, I might remember. I think I remember that. What does Kendra need to know about his connection with Matthew? Kendra Hunter's connection with Matthew. What does she need to know? Kendra's connection with Matthew. What does she need to know? Okay, so yeah, I do feel like this individual, 10 of Wands, is coming out. So I feel like there is definitely a sense of being guarded for this person with the 9 of Wands. You know, this is when you are, you know, putting up a wall between yourself and somebody else. You also have the 10 of Wands, so this energy would be speaking more of the dynamic being a little one-sided right now, okay? So you may be feeling like you're carrying more of the emotional, you know, burden and load than he is, okay? So this would say that there's some kind of imbalance in this connection. Kendra's connection with Matthew, what does she need to know? I do feel like he's very skeptical. Yeah, I feel like he's not very trusting. Death is also here. Yeah, I feel like, you know, he's gonna have to completely like go through a transformation if this is to work, okay? Because you do have death here, okay? He's very skeptical. He may have been through some shit. He may have experienced a lot of backstabbing, betrayals. So it's like he is just, it's almost like he doesn't even know if he has any more energy for love. You know, it's like one of those energies to where he wants to just give up, or maybe he already has. Okay, so if someone has already given up, there's nothing you can do about that. Okay. So let's see what is Matthew's true intentions with Kendra Hunter. Matthew's true intentions with Kendra Hunter. All right, so we have the Tower. Okay. He might have Scorpio in his chart, Moon, or even Venus. So he's definitely a tough nut to crack, and he's very fixed and stubborn. So once he makes his mind up about something, it's like it's very rare that he changes. So if he's already in this energy of having given up on love, and you know, I'm good, I don't trust nobody, you know, if he's already in that energy, then it's like, what can you do? Hey, honey. No, I'm actually doing Kendra. Kendra's the first one. I don't have anybody after her right now. So if you send, you would be after this reading. Okay. So I do feel like his intention does look like it's to pursue things more, you know, from a friendship, to be honest with you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's attracted to you and all these things, but I just think that it's going to take a major, you know, change for him to like really, you know, be what you need. Okay. You know, I feel like the Queen of Swords, um, it feels like he wants to like be single. He wants to maintain his detachment from emotions and love and stuff like that. Okay. So with that being said, you know, that tells you all that you need to know here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, death keeps showing up. I feel like he would be the type to go out with you, you know, have fun with you, you know, and whatnot. But it's like that commitment, you would be right. I don't feel like he's going to commit within the energy right now. Okay. I think he recognizes there is potential or an opportunity, but I just don't see him taking it. Okay. And that's the thing. He does feel a connection with you. He does have feelings. That's the thing. It's not just friendship in his heart, but within his mind, you know, he's like, you know what? I'm going to play it safe by just being friends with you. Simple as that. Okay? That's what I feel. Because the Two of Cups will confirm that he does feel that way about you. Queen of Swords. But I don't know. I just keep hearing his mind is already made up or something like that. Like he's already given up on love. You have the Nine of Wands reversed. So that's given up, honey. Okay? Yeah, now you have the Four of Cups. Okay? You know, it's his mindset that needs changing. And, I mean, you can't force it on him, honey. You cannot force it on him. So if you're looking for a commitment or a serious relationship, honey, unfortunately, it's not going to come from him, okay, right now. And it's not indefinite, okay? Tarot's not the end-all, be-all, but it's just what, right now, what it is, okay? I mean, that's the thing. It doesn't matter how good you are to someone who already gave up, okay? If this person in their mind, heart, and soul already said, I'm not dating no more, I don't want to be in love anymore, I don't want a relationship no more, you can't change that. He has to change that. Okay, and that's what Death is saying in the Tower card. Okay, there would have to be some kind of miracle in this man's life to even change his mind. Okay, and who knows what that miracle is. Uh, he will need to go through his own awakening at some point in time, but you can't force it on him. Okay, you can't. I mean, he sees a future with you and everything. Okay, that's the truth. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, they can always talk about children, and that's the thing. And that's what I just told you. You know, he sees that future with you. It's like he desires it on a deep level, but it's like realistically, he's not ready for that. He's not gonna, you know, act on it. That's just the truth. But I already know and see that he feels you are his soulmate, and he sees that with you. But again, you gotta let him. You know, come around and have that awakening and choose this connection and not choose to just, you know, just be giving up on love and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Lady Sai, honey, go ahead with your deck and your question. I don't know if you put it in the notes, but I will check. Remember, guys, the more questions you have, the more detail you need. Make sure your donation is matching that. Okay. Lady side, now you know that's not how this works, honey. You got readings from me before. You know I'm going to tell you to choose your deck. This is not my reading. I don't want to put my energy into your reading. By choosing your deck, you get to put your energy into your reading. Okay? So just choose 1, 2, or 3. And we will go from there. It's kind of a 2-part question. A few weeks ago, I mentioned that Khalif will be returning. Want to check on his next action if you still see him reaching out to me in August. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, angels. This is for what is your name? Saida, okay. So let's see, is Khalif returning to Saida this month, please? Is Khalif returning to Saida this month? Ooh, what's your sign? Again? Yes, he is, honey. Are you a Libra? Yes, he is. Just like I already told you. Yes, he is. Oh my God. The Eight of Wands literally just flew out. Yeah. And he's coming in very quick. Very, very soon. Okay. At least within, I would say the soonest amount of time is 8 days. Okay. But Eight of Wands can also go into 2 weeks. So at least within the next 2 weeks of August, I do feel like he's going to reach out. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Look at that. And you got the Page of Cups. He's going to reach out. And he's going to catch you by surprise. You see, that tower here is going to catch you by surprise. Okay. So let's say even if you were to reach out to him as well, he will respond to you very quickly. And the kind of response he would give you would actually surprise you in a good way. Okay. His response would come off very sweet, very friendly, very kind. And it will just feel like, you would feel like comfortable talking to him. So you're not going to be met with any kind of resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be met with that if you did decide to reach out. But yes, ma'am, he's going to reach out. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. He may want to get together. Okay. Does he drink? Because I just got, does he drink? I don't know. I do get something about maybe like a restaurant. He may want you to come with him somewhere or have a drink with him, maybe go to a bar, just something like that, or even just eating. Okay. He may invite you over. That could be a possibility too, or want to come over your house. Okay. But yeah, he's definitely going to be reaching out. You like to get your drink on. Yeah, I feel like he's going to probably want to go out and be like, hey, like, you want to go get some drinks with me or something like that. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Spirit ain't waste no time in bringing that card out. That shit flew out. I was like, it flew on my lap. I was like, okay, well, Spirit, hold on now. Hold on. All right. Well, did you have any other question? Because, the answer is obviously a yes there. It says to let go of control issues. I just pulled you a romance card. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So don't try to force things. Let things flow with him. Okay. Okay. It says to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take here. Okay. I kind of get, even before pulling cards, that his goal, his intention right now is to kind of connect more as a friend and go from there. Like, I don't feel like he's coming in automatically with like all the romance and seriousness in terms of like coming back for a relationship right away. But I do feel like he is trying to build one or rebuild one with you. And maybe he thinks maybe we should start off as friends again, and start from scratch and go from there. Okay. Khalif's true intentions in coming back to Saida, please. What are Khalif's intentions? Yep, see, we have the Lovers. Okay. Yeah, so I do feel like now the Lovers is not, I mean, when looking at it, you would just think, okay, well, oh, he wants to marry me, he wants to be in a relationship. But I found that the Lovers can mean any kind of relationship that he wants with you. He just wants you in his life. I'm gonna pull more cards on it to clarify the Lovers, but that's what it's saying so far. Okay. What are Khalif's intentions with Saida? True intentions. Khalif's true intentions with Saida. Okay, you have the King of Swords. Okay. Well, first of all, okay. So yeah, he's definitely choosing this connection. He's made a choice. So I feel like when this shows up, it is leaning more towards wanting something serious with you and not just a friendship. Him coming correct, him coming, very decisive, knowing what he wants here. Okay. Khalif's true intentions with Saida. The Sun. So it's interesting that you said you want change behavior, because the King of Swords is this on. I don't know if he just not being honest in the past, or was he being inconsistent or just flaky? I mean, what was it? Because the King of Swords would foretell that he's going to be decisive. He's going to be honest. He's not going to hide anything from you. That's his intention, okay? Yeah. And I feel like he's going to be a straight shooter. He's not going to play with you this time, okay? Khalif's true intentions with Saida. Okay, now we got the Three of Pentacles that flew out. I don't know if you see that. Did you see that? So yeah, his intention is to rebuild with you here, but the foundation he knows needs to be better this time around. So he knows that he needs to make sure, the core foundation is good before anything else. So if he knows, he needs to be honest. He needs to be clear. He needs to be real with you. Okay? He needs to be serious, and he needs to choose his connection. So these are the things that he's going to do. So he's basically just hoping that you and him can start over, rebuild what you guys had, but on a better foundation. Okay. So that's beautiful. He's serious, girl. He's not coming with no bullshit. Trust me. Okay. He ain't coming with no bullshit. He could have Aquarius in his chart. Okay. He could have Aquarius in his chart. I don't know if you know or not. But yeah, he wants a renewal. He wants to redeem himself. He wants to show you the Aquarius side, meaning like he wants to be this honest person, okay? Traditionally, obviously, that's what Aquarius energy is known for, being very clear, okay, on what you want and whatnot, okay? Approaching you with morals and values and shit like that. He wants to collaborate. He wants to work together, okay, with you. He's willing to compromise, stuff like that. You're very welcome. All right. That was for you, Miss Saida. He's definitely coming at you like completely different this time around, okay? Okay. What is my Ace of Wands? There it is. Okay, Gabriella. All right, my love, go ahead and choose your deck and type your question. Guys, please remember the more you donate, the more information you receive, okay? Um, those who donate 20 or more are going to be able to choose their own deck, okay? But if you have a lot of questions or you need a lot of detail, make sure that your donation is matching that energy, okay? No, I'm out of coffee. I'll brew me some more shit. The middle, okay? All right. What is your question? Will Martin and I end up married and happy? Are you guys currently in a relationship or just seeing each other? So you're in a relationship? Okay. Will Gabriella and Martin end up married? Will Gabriella and Martin end up married, please? The Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. Will Gabriella and Martin end up married? Will Gabriella and Martin end up married, please? All right, I have the Five of Swords. What's your sign and what's his sign? Will Gabriella and Martin end up married? Justice. Both Aquariuses. Okay, so traditionally, the Hierophant and Justice would be considered the marriage cards, okay? But I'm leaning more towards no, okay? And even if you were to get married, I feel like unfortunately it probably would end in divorce, okay? I just don't feel like it would be a happy marriage. I don't think that you and them will I don't feel like it would be harmonious. On the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Wands reversed, so there's bound to definitely be some kind of struggles or conflict between the both of you. I feel like you guys, I don't know if you already fight often or you clash in certain ways even in the future, okay? But yeah, even if you were to get married, I don't think you would be happy. So that answers your other question. Okay. Would Gabriella and Martin end up married? Gabriella and Martin, will they end up married? Um, yeah, I feel like you could try to make it work. Like I said, even if you do end up married, so it's kind of like, well, let's just say it's maybe, because even if you do get married, because I feel like you both do desire that. I just don't. I feel like you could try to make it work and whatnot with temperance, but it's gonna take like a lot and a lot of compromise. Okay, so much so that resentment can build up, and it's like every time you guys, you think you made progress, boom, you fall back into the old habits here. So I don't know. I don't really feel like it would be a happy marriage. It would be one that's not really 10 of cups. It's more, we're just trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Um, we talk a lot about resentment. We do clash a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think you and this person may be too alike. Okay. And that's leading to some problems here, because sometimes you would think, okay, well, we're the same sign, so this should be great. But sometimes it's just you and them being too familiar that causes problems as well. um yeah, I do feel like, this would definitely turn sour and toxic if it's not already. And it just doesn't seem like it would be a healthy marriage um at all. Okay, even if you try to sit here and make it work. You can go to couples counseling, therapy, and do all the above, and it just seems like you guys would still fall back into that same energy. Okay. So you could get married just for the sake of being married, because on paper, yeah, I feel like you could get married, but where it really matters the most, you guys may not be that compatible. Okay. So what kind of marriage would it be? It will be one of those marriages to where you just trying to hold it together and make it work just for the sake of making it work. Okay. It won't be the 10 of cups. It won't be your highest path to emotional fulfillment. Fulfillment, Gabriella. Okay. And eventually, the devil talks about toxicity. Okay. Um, Eventually there will be a full, being with somebody completely withdrawing here emotionally. And it's just not going to end well here. What's your moon sign and what's his moon sign? Because moon signs are very important as well. Um, so is your Mercury, because your Mercury's definitely need to be compatible. That's about communication, how you, work things out and whatnot. Um, yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. Okay. But like I said, being with him is not the highest path that you can take um, when it comes to marriage. And okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys are too similar. You have the same zodiac sign. Your moons are also, you're both still very similar in how you go about things. So sometimes it could be just how similar you are can make you clash. Okay. Um, but yeah, so that answers your question of if you'll get married. Even if you do, it doesn't look to be healthy. Okay. Even if you were to try to like work it out and go to therapy and all this extra stuff. Well, rising doesn't matter in overall compatibility. What really matters is moon, Mars, and Mercury the most. And also your north node, okay? Because that lets you know if your relationship is more karmic. Are you guys walking the same path, or are you guys kind of like headed down different paths? Okay. I would say a Taurus moon would probably be more compatible with a Virgo moon. Okay. Hey, Nunya, how are you, honey? I am doing good. I'm doing good. Nunya, I haven't seen you in so long. What you been up to? Oh, wow. A cruise. Must be nice. Must be nice. Which cruise did you go on? I know I've been wanting to go on a cruise so damn bad. Emerald Princess. That sounds cute. I have to look it up. Where did it take you guys? Oh no. Was it like seasick, motion sickness, or I mean, because you don't really feel motion on there, but I mean, or did you get sick like with the food or just something? Seasick? Okay. You must have been looking out the window or just looking overboard. Don't do that. Cuz I know on cruises you don't literally feel emotion. So it must have been you kind of looking and then getting sick because of it or something. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm on a cruise, the last thing I'm doing, to be honest with you, is looking at the water. I'm not looking at that at all. I'm just gonna focus on just being on the cruise, and the water just gonna have to just be there, out of sight, out of mind. Hello, Maria. How are you? I hope me and my man goes on a cruise. All I can do is pray that we do. But I mean, I know we will, but I just hopefully soon. Really? I mean, most people I know that went on a cruise said they didn't feel any emotion. So, I don't know. It could be the people that chose rooms that were higher up or something that didn't feel it. So you might be right about that, Gia. I don't know what room they chose. Yeah. I'm not gonna be on the lower end. Hell no. No, nope, 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 nope. I'll fuck around and be afraid I might wake up in the ocean. Shit, fuck it. Actually, I'm not gonna wake up at all if I'm in the ocean. I guess the third is still kind of close to the end. Still kind of close. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. If I were to go on a cruise, I would definitely get like a middle cabin or whatever. I wouldn't even really want to have a window to see out there at all, actually. I'm good on that. I'm good. What I don't know won't hurt me. So I I would prefer that. Nunyo, where did the cruise take you to? Where did you guys go? They took you to Georgia. Cruises come to Georgia? How the hell took you to Georgia? I'm here in Georgia. See, I want one that's gonna take me to damn Hawaii or even Mexico or some shit. I definitely want to go to Hawaii. I mean, I think something happened over there recently, but I don't know some shit. Oh, okay. So yeah. So like Gia said, you must have been in like some type of small boat, because I know ain't no way no big ass cruise ship, the like Carnival, for example, is gonna come to Georgia. So that's why I was like, huh? Let me look at an Emerald Princess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see that looks like a smaller boat. Oh my god, Gia, look. This is what she was on. Oh my god, that thing is tiny. That thing is tiny. I see why you felt like that. Yeah, cuz I'm like bigger boats, you usually don't feel that unless it's like you're at the lower end, so oh wow, yeah, that thing is tiny. I'm thinking you was on like a real big boat. That's tiny. Cause third floor, you would have been like right there. Now that I know there's a casino boat, shit, I'll probably go on with my damn self. I didn't even know that. Hmm. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go and see what that shit about. How were the rooms? What do they look like? Do they have like a pool on there or anything like that? I know they got a bar in there, right? Shit, that shit look like one of them boats off of Vice City or some shit. From GTA Vice City, that shit look tiny. Do they have a bar and a pool on there? If they ain't got no bar, I'm not gonna bother. But they should have a bar. Oh. Oh, so it's like a separate hotel that you stay in? And the actual rooms are casino rooms? Oh, so you don't sleep on the boat? You sleep in a hotel and you get on it? Oh. Damn, that's pretty tight. I never heard of that. Oh, okay. Um, I just got that on what that shit called? Amazon. Right, y'all. Okay. Gia, okay. Okay, honey, I see you have two questions with what you sent. I cannot answer both, okay? So I will answer one. Remember, guys, if you have multiple questions, you have to make sure that your donation matches that amount, okay? Especially if those questions require depth and detail. And what's the Virgo's name, by the way? You sent 5 and 5 last time. What does last time have to do with right now? Well, I can answer both if you just want a yes or no. Okay, I can do how would Atlanta go for me and give you just if it looks positive or if it looks negative, but I won't go into detail if that's what you want. Why is Aaron watching Gia's story but not saying anything? Why is Aaron watching Gia's story but not saying anything? Well, it's because he's preparing to. Okay, yeah, he's definitely preparing to. I feel like he's been waiting for the right moment. So watching her story is kind of like he's hoping for some kind of signal even from you. Like if you post something, like I feel like that could give him a reason to contact you. Something in particular, like let's say you post who wants to go get drinks this weekend, like that will be something that would spark, you know, that conversation from him. So I do feel like he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity and seeing if there's any kind of outlet that you're giving or signals or something like that. That way he can contact you. But I do feel like he's about to, though, for sure. Why is Aaron watching Gia's story without saying anything? I fell on the ground here. The Queen of Swords, I feel like he finds you a little intimidating. He's still attracted to you. He definitely still wants you and desires you, but he just also sees you as this no nonsense and powerful kind of woman. You have boundaries and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a little intimidation for him, but I don't know. Something about him still being turned on by how you are. Okay, like he's still turned on by that. And he's just been kind of like waiting for some kind of green light, hopefully. Or maybe even hoping that you would see him watching you and you would reach out. But yeah, either way, I mean, I do feel like communication will be coming in pretty soon. Y'all, the name of this game is called generosity, okay? So if I'm generous with details with you, the least you can do is be generous in donation to me, okay? Because the more generous you are with me, the more generous I am with you, okay? If you're not, hell, you'll still get an answer, but it's just not gonna be as detailed, okay? It's as simple as that. I make my readings by donation because, you know, to be affordable. That way, you know, not everybody has $50 to spend on a reading, but they need guidance. Okay, that's fine. But you know, just make sure that if you have something that requires a lot of explanation and detail, just make sure you're sending something that would fit that. Simple as that. So let's say I had like 4 questions, right? And a reader said, you know, the more you donate, the more information you get. And let's say those 4 questions is not anything too deep. I'll probably send 30, right? But if I need extensive detail, I would send her 40. Simple as that. Okay. Whereas if I do it by a set price, if I cap the price on here, I would be charging for 4 questions. I'll probably be charging $15 per question. Okay. And a lot of readers do that. So by the time you turn around, you're going to be paying about 60 something dollars, okay, out here for 4 questions and even more. Some of them charge you about, charge you by the damn every 5 minutes, okay? Every 5 minutes you get hit with $30, okay? I don't do all that. I could, but I don't do all that. Yes, none of your business. Absolutely. That's all it is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hmm. Damn, I didn't even know there was a damn cruise in Georgia. Now that I know, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna make sure I go and gamble shit. See what the hell I can win. Can you roll the dice and see what zodiac needs you today? Well, I mean, if they put it on, okay, so I could use that card wherever, right? Ooh, for real? So how long did it take you to like? So you only played $20, and on your first go round, you made $400. Shit, girl, don't tease me with a good time. Shit, I'm gonna be on that motherfucker drunk as hell. I ain't gonna know shit from shit. Okay, they gonna have to physically remove me off that goddamn cruise. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I live in Atlanta, so that would actually work out perfectly fine for me. Where does the cruise take you? You said it took you to Florida. Oh, okay, Florida and Georgia. I mean, I guess. What's your first name? Oh, now this is a full capacity over here, honey. It's full capacity over here. in the pretty house. You know, I got all my personalities in here with me. So we all, what we say? Yeah, we all said it's a full house. We're booked. We're booked. Okay, what zodiac sign needs Cassandra today? What zodiac sign needs Cassandra today? A Cancer needs you today? I mean, that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Cancer, okay? Do you know any Cancers? Friends, family, pets? I know my cat, she's a Cancer. She was born on June 26th. Yeah. Wow, Cancer. My boyfriend's sister is a Cancer. Maybe she might need you. She might need help. She might need some advice. Please help me. What sign is your brother? Lord have mercy. You better not tell me he no damn Aquarius, girl. Okay. What his sign is? Leo or some bullshit. Okay. And when you say how will Atlanta go for you? Like, what do you mean? Like, are you going there on a vacation? Are you moving to Atlanta? Like, what's the situation there? Oh, you said my boyfriend's sister. Oh, okay, okay. My bad. I read that wrong. How will Atlanta go for Gia? How will Atlanta go for Gia? That's cool. Okay, so it's already showing those that work purpose and stuff. My brother is an Aquarius. How did I know that? I don't even know how I knew that, Nunyo. What's your sign again? Cassandra? How did I don't know. Something told me like your brother is an Aquarius or something. I don't even know shit. Yeah, I do see there would be some work opportunity or something like that, Gia. Okay, so the Page of Wands is that good news. It's you going there searching for Eight of Pentacles, which would be work and stuff like that. So, I mean, I do feel like whatever you're seeking out there, you will find. Okay. Oh, okay. How will Atlanta go for Gia? How will Atlanta go for Gia? All right, so you have the Nine of Cups. So I just heard what you seek, you shall find. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So some kind of wish fulfillment will be happening for you if you go there. So you may find the opportunity that you're looking for in Atlanta for sure. Okay. You said you're an actress. And I also feel like you would, financially, you could do pretty well here. You could thrive here. Okay. If you decided to even move here. Okay. I don't know if you've considered moving here though. So it's predicting some kind of opportunity coming in here that you're gonna really love, okay? Like really, really love. So I don't know. You may even think about relocating, but I don't know. Magician. Yeah, something that you've been manifesting for yourself is gonna be found here. You're gonna find it here in the A, okay? Here in the A. What's new with fresh to the part round up? What the hell is this? Did they bring that shit back? Ooh. Okay, they brought that shit back. Three of Pentacles came out as well. So when you come over here, Gia, I feel like you're gonna discover, like, oh my goodness. And with the Ace of Cups, this is like an overwhelming feeling to where you're very happy. You know, you're emotionally overwhelmed in a good way. Like, wow, like this is amazing type of thing. So I feel like, you know, that's what's gonna happen when you come here. And you might have to seriously consider building your life around here, being here. You know, it's possible. You could definitely make a very good living here. I'm pulling these out of courtesy for you. It says unexpected money is coming towards you when it comes to moving. Not moving. I don't know why Spirit is telling you to move here, but when it comes to this opportunity. And bottom of the deck says a change. Okay, so yeah, there may be a change in the future, a change, you know, moving or something like that that you should consider. Okay. No problem. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you for being here today. I may come on later as well. Toodles.